Alrighty, here we are for round 3. This hand, don't know what we're up against. They kept 7. I think this is a mulligan. I have mana leak on. Yeah, it's not a very good hand. We have nothing to do on turn 1 except fetch a steam fence. We are on the draw. I guess we'll keep. It's basically like the second Madcap experiment, doesn't have a ton of value. Realistically, we could mulligan that hand, could keep it. We'll see. Hopefully mana leak on 2 does a bit of work. And we get probed. Or draw steps give us some help. Getting probed, which could mean a lot of things. Infect, whatever, Storm, bunch of different combo decks, Death Shadow, all sorts of things. Spirebluff Canal, go. Alright, Platinum Empyrean was not the draw step we wanted. So we're going to leave up this Thought Scour. Hatch 22 is Thought Scouring himself. Gets that and that. Delta. Yeah, still don't know what we're up against. Let's see. Watery Grave, so probably Grixis Delver. And this is going to be awkward if this is a Tassiger. That's Brutality. Okay. So you're just going to make me discard my mana leak? Sorry. Trying to get my dog from licking herself. But she's so tasty! Amy! Quit it! Quit it! Had a lot of dog drama in the last few months. But she's sticking through it. I don't know why it's taking him so long. My opponent to said what they wanted to take. Yeah, manually, that's what I figured. I think we're still getting a scalding or steam vents here. Just save some life. Alright, Serum Visions is a fine draw. Alright, so we'll play the Blood Crypt this turn, and I guess we'll give our no, we don't do that option. Pretty sure we want to draw both these cards. What order? It's a little sketchy. I guess we'll give ourselves the option to not draw the Snapcaster if we don't want to. I assume this is a Grixis Delver deck. It could be a Grixis Control deck, which is, I mean, they're not that far apart, really. Well, my build is a little bit different, but Serum Visions, okay. Right now, opponent's just kind of dirtling. Hopefully they don't follow up with a. I was pretty sure it's a Delver version for Gitaxian Pro. Okay. So I'm pretty sure you want to call against command. It's a little suspicious that opponent left up 1 mana. They could have a Dispel. It's not a crazy card to main deck. It's a little odd. This could also be them clearing a path for a young Pyromancer to kind of go off, but Actually, I think I'm going to see if Delver's going to flip first, and then decide to what I want to do. If it flips, I'm definitely going to do a shock discard. Oops. Yeah, I definitely need to stop on my own end step. I assume they're thought scouring themselves. Okay. Counter squall. Yeah. Possible I should have responded to that. I'm going to do it now. Just get kind of a raw 2-for-1. Pretty likely our opponent has like Snapcaster Mage. I'm not super in a hurry to run up this Madcap experiment, except that I'm going to draw the other Platinum Empyrean. It's the problem with this deck. Alright. Are we Collective Brutality again? That's Angler. Okay. Well, we don't have an answer for an Angler right now, except we could run out our own Madcap experiment. I think I'm actually kind of inclined to do that. If our opponent counters it, we counter it, we can just run the next one back. If our opponent does not have a terminate mana, so they'd at least have to terminate it on their own turn. I guess they could double bolt it. But let me go ahead and fetch an island and run out the Madcap experiment. Yes, if opponent mana leaks, then mana leak. Okay. And it's possible they just don't have an answer for this, which would be great. If they attack, we do not block, in case they want to try to combine it with a bolt or something. The Platinum Empyrean could die in a lot of ways. Colgan's commands, terminates, murders cuts. Apparently it's not dying yet. We can't do anything with this next Platinum or next Madcap experiment until we draw a Endilion click to put the Empyrean back on the bottom of our library. Tassigers. Okay. Mirrorboard was not really what we were looking for. We don't really want to attack, and then I'm trying to think. I think our opponent last saw our hand when we drew the Platinum Empyrean, so does not know about these two. It's possible we could run as a bluff. We could attack with the Platinum Empyrean. We could do 8 damage. I think I'm going to... See, I don't think our opponent has a counterspell or a bolt. They might have a bolt. If they have a bolt, we just do nothing. I think it's okay to go ahead and attack here. If we double block, we'll kill Tassiger and deal 3 damage to the Angler, and then Snapcaster shock discard the Angler. Yeah, I'm not going to get super hung up on the Imperium Levy. Although tanking this long before attacking probably telegraphs that our opponent, I guess, should block. Okay. The opponent doesn't have a counter squall or something for this. Pretty okay, spell pierce. Okay. It's possible our opponent had the spell pierce last turn and just chose not to do it since we have the second madcap experiment. We're not in the greatest spot right now. Do have another Snapcaster Mage, which is good. I'm pretty sure our opponent does not know about the second Snapcaster Mage. Madcap Experiment was not what we wanted to draw. I think we want to Snapcaster Serum Vision. We kind of have to press forward. Can't just hang around. The angler is doing work on this. Serum Visions cost blue mana to cast, in case you didn't know. Don't think we want. Really don't want the bolt either. We can block and bolt. It's a touch risky. It's more than a touch risky. I'm just going to go ahead and bottom and try and find a, I don't know, Serum Visions or something. I'm going to attack first, and then Inquisition. In case our opponent has a bolt they just want to fire off before it gets discarded. So I am not in the mood to chump block quite yet. Yeah, okay. And Spirebolt Canal, okay. So we got 2 damage in there by sequencing that way. Still, this is kind of the cost of playing this deck. We could have definitely left the bolt on top to try and go for it, but there's a lot of better draws in our deck. Alright, I am in the chumping mood at this point, unfortunately. We could just like go out like a baller and just cast Madcap Experiment and be like, check out my sweet deck! I just died. I'm probably not going to do that, at least in game 1. I do want to keep running out the lands. Alright. Opponent has 2 unknown cards. I think I just fire off the Terminate. I don't think we really do anything, accomplish anything by waiting. I don't think they had a counterspell. They didn't attack, which indicates they were afraid of us blocking and bolting. So I'm just trying top deck something. Click would be great. We could cycle the Madcap Experiment to the bottom of our deck. Opponent might be flooding out pretty badly. We're flooding out too, but we have an 8-drop in it, so that's not the worst. Don't think I'm going to go ahead and, yeah. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and, I don't think I'm going to crack this. One life can matter. It's not super likely at this point, but, and looks like opponent drew a Tasigur, or an Angler. So that's problematic. They could activate Tasigur and have 1 mana left over. I assume that's what's happening. Tapping 1 black mana and then pause usually means Tasigur. Yeah, Collective Brutality. That's the one you want to get back? I'm not sure what he exiled. So. All right. I can try and run a bluff there. All right, you got a 6-drop. We got an 8-drop. Opponent mana leaks this. That's going to be problematic. But don't think we have any alternatives. It resolves. Activate Tasigur. Collective Brutality doesn't bother me much. Okay. Fortunately, he hit two lands, so that means it will be hard for them. Or if they reveal a land and a spell, they just get back whatever spell it is. So what did they nuke? They got rid of like. Yeah, I think if I were them, I probably would prefer to get back the Counter Squall than the Collective Brutality, but I can see the value of a Brutality to hit the Snapcaster. We could have tried bluffing that turn by attacking, but we already ran a semi-bluff with the first Platinum Imperium, so we go to 8, which is a convenient life total. Presume just some basic islands. So they're just thinning out of their decks for Tasigur activation? No, we've got any Blood Crypts. We really don't need to do this. I mean, we have Urborg in play, but it's easy to forget about that sometimes. Note that this can be a pretty grindy matchup. We're up 2 minutes in clock. Should be. That's probably not great viewing experience if our matches all come down to time. So, what is that? Okay. We're just trying to get all the lands out of the deck so we can more likely to get the Terminate you're after, I guess. Let's try this. Usually the rule is if you have Urborg out and you can tap it to cast one of your spells, you just do automatically. But I think it might be preferable to, in this case, tap the Polluted Deltas, since we can't crack them for Imperiums, but I'm not sure. To shock or not to shock? That is the question. To shock. Okay. So I assume this is a tasker activation. Blue, blue, blue. Could be cryptic commands. Tasker reveals. Terminate. Okay. Well, if he terminates Platinum Empyrean and attacks, and we draw a bolt, we kill him. I assume they're going to attack. I guess if you had a creepy target hiding around over here somewhere, but not to be. And our opponent has a collective brutality, which will kill the Snapcaster. Which means I guess they're choosing just not to attack. Alright, Serum Visions. What do we got? Click. Trying to think. I think we want the click. And I think we want to click ourselves, honestly. So I think we're going to top use a Serum Visions to draw the other. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we definitely don't want the Inquisition so badly that we won't crack Blue Delta for basic. So top. Serum Visions, draw the click. I do want that terminate. I guess we top again. And decide whether we can. I wonder if I can go ahead and attack here. I guess we can't really. If we have a bolt and they let it through, they die. So. A little bit of awkwardness with the fetches here. But, running Serum Visions is pretty much the only way we could run into colored mana issues. That's fine. We might be going to 2 here, which is not a very safe life total. Yeah, he's not even looking to hit our hand, which does not bode what great for us. We go to 2. Tassiger's quite good. 4 bolts. Okay. And we're dead. Sideboarding is interesting here. I'm going to assume they're on. Staticaster is good. It's definitely good if they have. Definitely good if they have Young Pyromancer to knock out Pyromancer and the tokens. This charm. I don't think we really want to go to war necessarily with an opponent's graveyard. It would be fine if we had some incidental stuff. I'm debating leaving in Platinum Empyrean or taking it out. I think we just take it out. And we just start going on the all control plan basically. We'll put the Staticaster in. It can get awkward if we're both running Snapcaster, Mage, and Clicks, but what do we not want? Spell Snare's still good. Terminates. Mana leaks can get a little bit awkward in the late game. They're better on the play. Vitality. Yeah, just I think we actually want to cut one Inquisition. Yeah, on the play, I want to be able to Inquisition into Jace if I can. Possible we don't want the Damnation, but he's likely to have much more creatures than we. Well, alright, we'll cut a Staticaster. Click's so good though. Instant speed. Cut a Counter Squall and Hero's Downfall. Sure. First. Wow. That I'm getting punished if this was a blue-black land. This would be a keep, but I think it's got to be a mulligan. Ooh. Just not hitting the lands. I think we have to mulligan this one again. If this Damnation was pretty much anything else, we can maybe keep. But okay. It's a card we can cast. I think we keep it. I think I want to lead off with Thoughtseize, just to try make sure we don't get behind on the board and get a lot of draw steps. We're mulligan to 5 on the draw. We're just way behind. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of have to take the Snapcaster Mages here. Let's try and drag this game out. And we're down 3 cards, but our opponent doesn't have a ton of use when they start going up to their 5th and 6th lanes. Neither. Yeah, we don't have a ton of use for it either, but they shock themselves to leave up Spell Snare, which is fine. Or that's weird they wouldn't just play the Spire Bluff. And they drew basic Swamp. Okay, we're still just taking Snapcasters. So more lands are okay. Jace, unfortunately, well, let's see. I'm okay drawing Scalding Tarn, but not the mountain. I'm just going to go ahead and top, and yeah, okay. So we can try to. So I just don't think our opponent is ever going to take down Spell Snare mana. We are going to fetch away the other land. I don't think we need to do anything. Oh, I meant to fetch. No, additional lands don't hurt that much. That was definitely a mistake, though. Right, this time we'll fetch on the end step. Get a watery grave, I guess. Yeah, basic island. I'm just holding the extra mountain so I can discard it to Colgan's command if that's were to happen. We draw our own spell snare. Okay. I'm going to play out the mountain. Colgan's command. I'm leaving up one blue mana. Okay. I'm going to just go ahead and discard the Jace so I can Colgan's command it back. I want to do that now. And, having my opponent discard a card at this point is not super valuable. We're kind of in just a bad spot. I'd like to be able to force that to discard or something. Force something a little bit better than just discard. If we can shock a Delver or something, we'll fire it off if we can. It's not unlikely that our opponent has a Spell Pierce or a spell at this point. Yeah, Thought Scour. Okay. Probe. Snapcaster Colgan's command is bad times. Shocking. Yeah, still don't see any value running out Jace. So I think this is going to be a Snapcaster Colgan's command on the instep. We have an extra mana, but we will try and spell snare. Yeah, that would just be too good to let happen. Opponent's definitely drawing a bunch of lands. We have spell snare, terminate, unknown. Serum visions. Okay. We drew a land. Alright. Top that. Now I'm going to hold this mire for one turn to be able to discard the Colgan's command if that happens. This is a Tassiger. It's a typed card. Okay. We left Colgan's command Snapcasters in the graveyard, which is good. I think I have to try to terminate on the instep. So their hand is that unknown. And we can Snapcaster terminate again on our turn. They could also just let Tasigur die and activate him, but they fire off the spell snare. Oh wait, they're going to activate the Tasigur on instep, and then we can respond by Snapcastering terminates. I think that's what we want to do. So that way we can give them back spell snare without it getting our Snapcaster. A lot of little sequencing here. I think we're doing okay. It's possible it was supposed to run out the Bloodstained Mire in case resolved. And terminate Tasigur. Like if he spell snared the Snapcaster. Alright, so what we give him back? So he's got double spell snare. So we can give him back either. We're not giving him back Roll Against Command. We're not giving him back Snapcaster. We're not giving him back Tasigur. Either spell snare or Serum Visions. I think spell snare is what we go with. So we go snare and terminate. We are ahead on life. We are ahead on clock, but bolts that, sure. Alright. Play out that. Serum Visions, terminate snare, unknown. Okay. The instep, I'm feeling a little bit frisky with this Call Against Command. Bottom top. Oops, not that one. Turn Snapcaster. Discards. Reds. Okay, that resolves. We get to click away whatever they drew in their draw step. Actually, I can Snapcaster. Yeah, I want to Snapcaster Thoughtseize. And then potentially click them in their draw step. No, wait, no, because I still have the spell snare. So I want to click them first, and then we'll decide what we want to do there. So I'll just click them in the draw step. Snapcaster gets Call Against Command, gets Snapcaster. How we can Snapcaster spell snare. Unfortunately, means we're not going to click because we didn't play up the land. Oh, yeah, of course. Magic stuff. We definitely don't want to run up the click before the Cohen's command resolves. Honestly, probably just want to click away the Snapcaster when he rebuys it. Like it just gets him everything. Yeah, okay, so discard the Bloodstained Mire, and then we're going to go ahead and click him. So the last card is going to terminate, I guess, plus whatever they discard to the top. Little tiny bits of value accrued. I mean, we are also, I mean, because they, Tessier. Yeah, would have liked to click that away. Alright. So I've got terminate unknown card. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't just terminate that. But I guess saving it for this Jace is pretty good. Yeah, okay. We got enough mana to terminate and activate Tessier. Yeah, playing. Yeah. Maybe we're supposed to play the Jace. It's tough. We're in a tight spot. We just got a little tiny bit of value from that first Tessier that really killed us. Can't beat Blood Moon. So I guess we give them terminate. Yeah, we're really up a creek here. I think we just have to hope we can survive. And with double terminate, there's no way we're going to be able to get through with the click. Okay. I gave him another terminate back, right? Okay, so we've still got one terminate left and whatever. There's just no point to playing the Jace unless we want to clear away for something. I don't know what. Guess I'll throw it out there. I think it's, yeah, perfect amount of mana. The Tessier mana sink is quite good. One of the things I miss about my particular build is not having Tessiers. Chosen not to activate Tessier. So we're probably just dead. I think a terminate off the top is going to get whatever spell snared or. Yeah, that's going to. Well, I guess we're not technically dead. But we can't give them Bolt back because Bolt just kills us. Can't give them Blood Moon because we can't cast any spells. Guess we just give them a terminate back. So in case we could actually kill the Tessier, we can win. But Well, getting to 5 is obviously pretty backbreaking. Okay. Yep. All right. Don't know if there's anything we could have done better, except have a mana base that did not require us to take that first mulligan. Yeah, I'm trying to remember game 1, just kind of, yeah. Platinum Imperium Planet's not great against everybody. So, alright, we'll see if we can keep going, salvage some play points.